Hey guys, Peyton Snapback here again for another video for you guys today. This is my June 11th DVD and Blu-ray update. I got 14 movies here. I got 12 Blu-rays and 2 DVDs. A lot of good stuff for this update. Yeah, I bought in a lot. And I got some Disney stuff here as well, and a Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray this time. And a Blu-ray season. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Hope you guys can see. I know I'm doing this outside again. I know I did this about a month ago, but I wanted to do it again. So, yeah, here it is. I probably look a little bit awkward doing my update outside, but I don't care. Alright, but the first one I got here. Now, this is a movie that I did not really love. I watched it again. I kind of like it a little bit better than how I used to. It's not great. The first one's better. But this is the Hills Have Eyes Part 2 remake here on Blu-ray, which I got at Big Lots for $5. And this is actually the remake, like I said. This is basically about this, like, I think, what was it, like this army or something? Or the Marines, whatever it was. They're going into this, like, field, this, like, desert. And, you know, of course, those killers are out in the desert or killing off the Marines or the Army people one by one. And, you know, for some reason, it may not be like it, but for some reason, every time I think of these movies, I think of the Wrong Turn series, because that's what it pretty much was kind of like in a sort of a way. And I think I like Wrong Turn better than The Hills Have Eyes. You know, I'd never even seen the original movies, so I don't know how good they are. People says that they are good, but I never seen them myself. I know that Arrow Video recently just released the first one on Blu-ray, but yeah, but I did like this one a little bit better than how I used to. It's not as good as the first one was, but yeah, this was kind of enjoyable. Alright, the next one I got here, now this is one of the ones my mom has, which I was going to plan on watching, but I ended up getting the Blu-ray. Also got the set of Big Lots, and I got it for $3, which was House at the End of the Street here on Blu-ray. I actually really love this movie. This is one of those movies where you can't really... It scared the crap out of me. But anyway, this is one of those movies you can't really talk too much about because there's like a lot of twists that happen in it. But it's basically about this this girl and her mother who ends up moving in this house, and right next door to them there's like this strange kid who is living right next door to them, and apparently he's one of the survivors that survived this like murder of this family. So what happened was, it starts off with this family getting killed by their daughter, and apparently the only one who survived was the son, played by Max Stearett, who did Bates Motel, Pacifier. But everyone in town talks about him, and they think that like he's like kind of like strange, and no one really likes him basically. And you know, the girl ends up becoming like friends with this guy. I actually really enjoyed this one, and this also includes an unrated cut, which I have not seen yet, so I don't really know what the difference is. But, yeah, I really enjoyed this one for what it was. Definitely check this out, if you guys can. Alright, the next one I got. Now, like I said, I got a couple of Disney Blu-rays here. Here's one of the ones I've been meaning to get for a while. And I got the set of Redners for $9.99, which was the Monsters University here on Blu-ray. Which this is actually the prequel to Monsters, Inc. here. I've been meaning to get this for a while, but the price thing on there, it said some, like, it does not come with the DVD, and I didn't know if they meant, like, well, I mean, I know what they mean, obviously, but I didn't know if it was, like, because, like, what if I bought it, and, you know, it had the DVD copy in it, but not the Blu-ray, but luckily it does come with the Blu-ray, and it comes with another disc, which is, like, the bonus. Now, this is an upgrade, by the way, but I always really liked both of the Monsters, Inc. and Monsters University films, but like I said, this is the prequel. This is about how Mike Wazowski and what's his name? James P. Sullivan? Yeah, James P. Sullivan, or A.K.A. Sully. How they met at this university, like a college, and they're basically training on how to be like a scarer at this at the Monsters Inc. place. And I really like how they're doing like these monster-like games, and it was pretty neat. This was an enjoyable Blu-ray. I really enjoyed this movie again for what it was. Loved rewatching it again. Yeah, fun movie. Yeah, I've been lately getting a lot of Disney because I've been wanting to upgrade a lot of Disney to Blu-ray, because I know I don't get many Blu-rays that are Disney because they're always so expensive. Alright, we're going here for a classic. So the next one here I got was Jaws here on Blu-ray. This I got at Walmart in the 788 then. I have not seen this before, and I watched this for the first time last week. I absolutely loved it. Everyone basically knows what Jaws is. It's about the killer shark. Steven Spielberg film about this beach who at this beach there's like this killer shark basically killing off people one by one, and there's like a group of these people are trying to find ways to try to capture the shark and kill it once and for all. And, they made like 3 other sequels to this. I have part 2 and 3 on DVD. I have never seen part 4. I have to rewatch part 2 and 3 again. I have to. But I remember really liking this one, so definitely a classic right here. At the next one here I got. Now this, in Walmart, they had this in their $3.74 bin for DVDs. And I finally got it, because I've been wanting to get this on DVD for a while, which is the RUGRATS movie here on DVD. Now, it's kind of funny too, because like a couple years ago, there was like they did announce that there was going to be a Blu-ray release of this, but then I don't know what happened. It was canceled. It was going to be this and what was it, the Rugrats in Paris, the movie. I think those two were supposed to get Blu-ray releases a couple years ago, but then, like I said, I don't know what happened. They just got canceled. But yeah, but I really enjoyed this again. I remember watching this a lot as a kid. I rewatching this movie. It's so awesome. I always really liked the Rugrats series. I always really liked, the TV show. But this is the movie here. This is basically the one where Tommy's brother gets born, Dylan, and what's her name? I always forget that woman's name. Dee Dee Pickles. She ends up getting pregnant. But the baby ends up coming home. And, ever since the baby comes home, it's problems. The baby's always crying. It's, like, annoying as hell. And, the other babies, like Chucky, Dill, and Phil, well, I always forget their names as well, but they really want to take it back to the hospital. But, but they end up, but then this is also the one when they get that little car, that Reptar wagon, or whatever that was. Yeah, Reptar wagon, which, Stu invented, which the father, he if you don't know the series, is about the group of these babies that get into a lot of these mischiefs, these, like, cool, like, adventures. Yeah, but, they end up using it, and then they end up getting lost in the woods, and, the parents are trying to find them, and Angelica especially, the little rat. But yeah, but I always really like, the Rugrats movies and the TV show. And hopefully at some point, maybe this will get released on Blu-ray at some point. And maybe, hopefully, the other seasons will come out in, like, a regular, like, DVD. But you only get one special feature on this, which is a bonus cat dog short, Winslow's documentary. Yeah, but that's basically it. Alright, the next one I got here was South Park, the complete 21st season here on Blu-ray. This I got at Best Buy originally, I think $30, but I got it for $25. And this is the brand new season that just came out. Yeah, lately just been recently collecting the South Park Blu-rays, the season Blu-rays, because all I had was the movie at first. I have season 20 on Blu-ray, but now I have season 21 on Blu-ray. I also want to upgrade all the ones from seasons 1 through 19, because you know seasons 1 through 11 just recently came out not too long ago on Blu-ray for the first time. Really want to upgrade those because it will be really neat to get all the seasons on Blu-ray. You know, but I always been a big fan of South Park. It's always been my favorite. Highly enjoy it. But this includes 10 episodes. I'll show you what it looks like. Hope you guys can see. I know it looks like it's getting a little bit dark. I'll review the footage though. But it's 10 episodes to this set. This one includes white people renovating houses, Put It Down, Holiday Special, Franchise Prequel, and Hummels and Heroin. And disc 2 includes Sons of Witches, Doubling Down, Moss Piglets, Super Hard, Peaciness, and Spy Tomato, which I think I remember Spotty Tomato. That was the one when they were basically spoofing the It remake, which I did not really enjoy that remake that much. I preferred the original, though. But yep, that is Season 21 of South Park on Blu-ray. Next one I got, and this one I also got at Best Buy as well. You know, since I had Monsters University, why not get Monsters, Inc. on Blu-ray? The classic one. My favorite one, my very favorite one. It was really neat to rewatch this again, especially on Blu-ray, because the transfer on this thing was outstanding on Blu-ray. I remember watching this like over and over and over and over again as a kid. I really always enjoyed this movie. But if you don't know what it's about, it's basically about you know, these monsters who they basically work at this this building called Monsters, Inc., Monsters University, and they basically their job is they have to like scare little kids, so that because if you scare little kids, basically you get all the power and the electricity and all that stuff. That's how they get electricity, if they scare kids. But what happens is one of the kids ends up escaping from the and going into the monster world, because what happens is that they like touch like a child, or you know, they touch like a child's toy, it's basically like they're infected. Basically, that's what they think, but it's not really. But one of the a little girl named Boo ends up escaping from her room and ends up into the monster world, and you know, becomes friends with this guy right here, and he's like, him and Mike, they're basically trying to find ways to like get this little girl back to where she belongs, you know, because you know the CPA is after them, or CDA, I forgot what they call it in this, but yeah, just like it's like SWAT team are trying to find the little girl, because they want to basically destroy her once and for all, because you know, like I said, they think she's like evil and stuff. But yeah, I always really loved this movie. The only thing I don't like about this is, and I could have sworn that there was like bloopers in the end credits, because there's no bloopers in this. I mean, wasn't there like bloopers or something? Because I think they did the same thing with Toy Story. I know they had like bloopers like in the end credits, you know. Let me know down below if that's what happened though. But it still has on the special features here that short that was on the VHS that came out. What was that short called For the Birds? Basically about these little baby birds, and they're getting annoyed by this this giant big bird, this big blue bird. Yeah, but I remember really loving that movie, and it was fun rewatching it, especially on Blu-ray. Alright, the next one I got here. This is a movie I have not seen in like years. And this one I got at a pawn shop, I believe, $4, I like to say. But this is Bridge to TERABITHIA here on Blu-ray. And this movie, I actually really liked. Rewatching this movie again, another Disney movie. That's my cat, Little Man, right there. What's up, Little Man? Listening to my DVD and Blu-ray update. But anyway, this movie. It's kind of sad. It's really sad, but it just made me depressed. You know, I've been depressed for like a couple of days now because of this movie. But this is basically about this boy who is having a hard time finding friends, and this girl ends up moving right next door to him, named Leslie, which is played by, what's her name? Anna Sophia Robb, which, you know, she did a lot of stuff like Because of Winn-Dixie, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory remake, Race to Witch Mountain, Soul Surfer. But she ends up moving next door to him, and they become friends. And the boy in here, what's his name, Jess, he ends up, you know, he's got this hobby of drawing like these pictures of like trolls and stuff, you know. But they end up going on this little adventure in the woods, and you know, it's kind of hard to explain, but you know, it was kind of like Narnia in a sort of way. That's what it kind of was. But but I always kind of like this movie. Like I said, it's kind of hard to explain. You just gotta watch it. It's has a sad ending. Just has like a sad part in there, just to let you know. But I still really think it was a good movie. I really hope you guys can see. I'll review the footage. I might have to do this again, though. I don't know. Alright, the next one here I got. This one I had a difficult time deciding whether to get this or not. I just decided to get it just for the hell of it. And it's kind of like a silly reason why I didn't want to get it, but this is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie double pack on Blu-ray. This is an upgrade for this, because I didn't have this on Blu-ray. I had the second one on Blu-ray. This I got at Walmart yesterday, as a matter of fact, for $9.96. And the main reason I did not want this, to get this set, is because, because part 2 is right there and part 1's right there, isn't like part 1 and 2 right there? In all actuality, it really doesn't matter, but it just looks kind of weird that it's like that. I think they did the same thing with the Cloverfield double pack that came out. What's weird is one of them is a gray disc and one of them is a blue disc. That's kind of weird. Yeah, but I always really liked both of the SpongeBob movies. I think the first one is what I like best. The second one was okay. It was kind of boring. And where they go out of the water, it's not till like later on in the movie. You gotta wait at least 1 hour for that part to come. But the movie, SpongeBob movie, it's basically about what's his name? King Neptune ends up getting his crown stolen by Plankton, because Plankton has a plan on stealing the secret formula recipe from the Krusty Krab. And so far it ends up working. He steals the crown, and he ends up framing Mr. Krabs that he's the one who stole the crown. And, the crown, or Mr. Krabs ends up getting frozen. And apparently the deal is with Neptune that he's got like 6 days to return the crown, or Krabs will die. So they find out that the crown is all the way in Shell City, and SpongeBob Patrick, they're basically going all the way to Shell City to get this crown once and for all, before it's too late. But there was some like scary parts in this movie, well, not scary, but creepy parts in this movie that I absolutely liked. And I remember being freaked out by some of those parts when I watched this. I don't know why, but I just was. Yeah, but I just watched this morning on Blu-ray. Outstanding. I loved the transfer for this one. It was so awesome. I really enjoyed it. Second one, however, like I said, it's okay. I like the transfer on it, but I just didn't really like that movie that much. But they are going to do a third one, so hopefully that's good as well. Alright, now some of these right here I just got today, so I did not watch them most of these yet, so these are just blind buys. Here's a blind buy as well, which is fear.com here on DVD. Which, this one I got at a pawn shop called Mid-Atlantic Jewelry and Pawn. I got this for $1. And they were doing like a very good deal on these DVDs and Blu-rays there. Blu-rays were $2 a piece, and the DVDs were either $1 a piece or 12 for $10, which is kind of a good deal, but I only found one DVD. But yeah, this is in one of those classic, like, snap cases that came out back in the day when DVDs were new. And this I have never seen, but it looks pretty interesting. And I'm surprised. I don't even think there's a Blu-ray release of this yet. I'm surprised that there isn't. Maybe, you know, Warner Archive or something will put this out one day. But yeah. I never seen this one, so I don't know how good it is. Alright, the next one I got, also got this at that pawn shop. I got 2 Blu-rays from that pawn shop. I got 51st Dates here on Blu-ray. Again, another blind buy. I heard this is pretty good. I saw the trailer of this, and I was really interested in it. I think it was basically, from what I saw from the trailer, it was basically about Drew Barrymore's character. She is, what do you call it? She has, like, these concussion, I thought. And she ends up basically dating Adam Sandler, like, 50 times. And she doesn't even remember that she's been dating the same guy, like, every day. It's from what I saw from the trailer. But it looks pretty good. Again, this is another blind buy, so I have never seen this. I don't know how good this is. But, yeah, that is 51st Dates. Okay, here we go. One is not a blind buy, because because this is an upgrade, but this is the first Paranormal Activity. Finally got this on Blu-ray. This is the one about Katie and Mika, I think that's what his name is. How, you know, basically, you know, about the demon, and this is the found footage movie about the demon in the house, you know, Katie's life, and, you know, really good movie. I always really love the Paranormal Activity movies. Those are probably one of my favorite horror movie franchises. And the new one as well. I know people says that the newer one, the last one that they did, was not good, but I enjoyed it. There was some creepy aspects to it. But that is the first one. Alright, now these other 2 are blind buys. This one I got from a pawn shop, another pawn shop. Because I went to a second pawn shop after the first one. And this is the only one I got from that one pawn shop. Blind buy. Movie called Grand Piano on Blu-ray. This is kind of weird. This is my first Magnet film on Blu-ray, so yeah. So I've never seen this one, so I don't know how good this is. And the last one I got, now this is the one I just got in the mail today. This one I got in the mail for $10.99 or something like that. But this is a limited edition Blu-ray, so this is why I ended up getting this. Because I knew sooner or later this would go out of print, because it says on the back, limited edition of 3,000, so, but this is the movie Horror House on Highway 5 here on Blu-ray. I just got this in the mail today, so I have not got a chance to watch it yet. And it's a, what do you call it? It has reversible art cover. Art cover on here is very good. I probably can't see it. There it is. Right there. It's focused. Right there. And this is from Vinegar Syndrome. And this one, from what I heard, is basically about a mysterious killer going around killing people one by one in this Nixon mask. But yeah, that's pretty much all I know about this movie. Again, this is another blind buy, so I like buying, like, you know, that's my favorite thing to do, buy, like, blind buy slasher films, you know. But yeah, but that is it for this Blu-ray and DVD update, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.